So why should they have this Statue of Liberty tours or whatever name they call themselves with purple uniform on, using violence to solicit customers, and they're attacking Africans like me, inside using curse words around me. Anytime I come here, they will, gang mobbing. They use some of their black American workers. As soon as I was standing here waiting for the women to disappear, because I'm homeless, I was saying, you fight us, you pussy, fight us, you fucking nigger, and they were acting like they were fighting among themselves. But I was like, why you always gotta bring the violence around me? And they target me with the violence also. So my mother's daughters killed my mother in 2016, Bolani and Flora. My mother was saying her daughter is part of the gang. They're into like killing people for insurance fraud money, and I believe they're trying to target me also for killing. So they're hiring all these other gangs to intimidate. I always think that my mother's daughter, she always comes from Pennsylvania to come in. And she just got passed from that Bolani. So I'm like, how does she know where I'm at? I've been homeless now for 15 years. How does somebody in Pennsylvania that lives in Pennsylvania, Bolani, know where I'm at? Sometimes when I come, she'll come here too. There's another place, I think she stays in a hotel near the Corporation Council, New York City Corporation Council, that issues money for people that sue the city, the police kills your family member. So she went and rent a hotel called the Four Seasons, which is across the city, across the street. Don't bump into me, guys. Which is across the street from the Corporation Council. And see that Corporation Council has been settling cases under this Ricardo real fast. So I don't know, the city Ricardo also has been accused of collecting money from people like foreign leaders, Turkish president, and giving them whatever they want in New York. Approving buildings that are fire hazards to be registered as, to be regularized as apartment buildings after it was built by the Turkish government. So it says it's into collecting money. And the Biden administration last year arrested Eric Adams, that's been collecting money to allow all kinds of criminal activities in New York City. And Trump became president and said he wants that case dismissed, that he needs Eric Adams to help him deport certain people. I've been criticizing Trump. And I said a lot of the prosecutors resigned from that case. That they said, there's some shady thing going on, that, that this Trump is trying to legally deport certain people from New York City and America. That's why he needs Eric Adams to be mayor. So he said this Eric Adams is collecting money, bribery, and anything you want done in New York, it will help you get it done. So the police have been surrounding and they want to kill me. And these black American thugs are surrounding like they want to kill me. My mother daughter is part of a gang and that believes in killing people for money, Bolani and Flora. And I've been seeing that Bolani Lodge in hotel near the office where they issue money. If the police kill your family member, that office is called Corporation Council. And so under this Ricardo, that office has been issuing a lot of money to people. They quickly settle the case out of court. And I saw that Ricardo around this neighborhood, near the immigration court. And I said, sir, can you please help me? And he walked away from me and ignored me and went into the New York Law School. I saw him on Church Street, a block away from the immigration court, federal prison. And he's been lying to the press that anytime he sees a homeless, he puts us in a hotel room. I've been contacting him for the past 3 years now online. To put me in a hotel room, my mother was a U.S. citizen, and she filed a green card for me and her. She submitted our U.S. passport for my mother. I submitted my green card. After the police removed us from my home on Staten Island. And they're supposed to give us a hotel room. There's a court order since the 1990s that anybody removed from the basement apartment by the police, vacated by the police and the buildings department, they have to give us a hotel room, and they've not given me a hotel room for 15 years. A black American was trying to help me in 2014 with my court papers, Eric Garner writer, the police went and took him dead. So they say, so this is like a real life horror movie, whereby it's like an American gangster movie. They said, in the past it used to be so worse like this. 10 million African slaves were killed here, exploited and killed, and they never got nothing. So they said this black American, the Eric Adams was specializing anything you want in New York, as long as you bribe him, he will help you get it done. So his police, they always harassed me. He said he's supposed to be arresting homeless. That's how my mother was killed her. My mother said her daughter, she went, after the police took up me and my mother's home on Staten Island, my mother went to live with her daughter in Pennsylvania. And she said, one of them was poisoning her food, Bolani. So my mother had to flee. And that daughter, came to the hospital when my mother was getting treated in New York and told the hospital to lock my mother up in a cycle, wrongfully. And so the hospital disconnected my mother's breathing tube, and my mother collapsed. My mother was trying to explain to the hospital that she's not crazy, she passed the mental health test. He only has a heart problem. You know, and they killed my mother. So my mother said that door was into insurance fraud. You know, so this was going on. So they turned into America into a place whereby people can commit ethnic genocide and bribe this Eric Adams to help facilitate it. So anytime I try to use the bathroom anywhere in the New York City subway, they'll be calling the police on me in the bathroom, and some of the subway workers will say they're going to lie anytime in the bathroom and say I'm doing drugs in the bathroom and ask the police to come and arrest me and kill me. You know, the subway security guards. You know, and they've been following through on that threat. Anytime I go into the bathroom, the police will come in there and say somebody said something about me. I say, okay, who's this person? I want to put support. I'm going to give me a police report. And they'll just try to engage me in a violent competition. They say they've killed many blacks like this, like a West African called Diallo. Based on mistaken identity, they shouldn't die with 40 bullets. They were looking for a black American that did something wrong, allegedly committed murder, and they went and shot a West African with 40 bullets instead. So these black Americans have been engaging themselves in violence around me, you know. So this is what's been going on. So this has to be probably so this has to be. So this is what has been going on. Yeah. Everyone has been coming around me. Actually, he wants to fight with another person. So I don't know what's coming around me. Yeah. So this is what is going on. I just have to be looked into. Definitely. I'm being intimidated. And increased intimidation since yesterday when I managed to successfully log into a public Wi-Fi here called Downtown Alliance, and I was looking at pictures of guys that were scantily dressed. I'm a gay, transsexual, you know, on Instagram. And since there's some black Americans were attacking me, saying, you know, leave here now quick, nigga, we're gonna kill you, nigga, and all you other niggas, you know. So apparently, you know, I used to be in this sanitary and go on Instagram also, and the person someone said, leave, you know. So apparently I always come with my full stamp card to buy stuff. So it's really me looking at all these Instagram pictures of other guys half naked and stuff. So I used to come here and buy stuff from the Dwayne Reed and use my full stamp card. And that card has my name and information on it. So I believe they're trying to kill me and then have my mother's daughter get all the money, and then she will claim in court that I was straight and I wanted to have children, but I couldn't get any child, you know, while I was alive, and she wants to adopt many children from me and be adopting all these black American kids and all these gang members' kids and all these police officers' kids, and will launder any money from my state to them. So I believe this is what they're about. This is what they're turning New York City to. So FIFA is not safe to walk up here. Please don't bump into me, please. I'm not in any sex cult. All of you that come and bump into me, rub your body on me, stop doing that. I'm not a member of any sex cult. I'm not looking for any surrogate. Since that's nothing I do. They'll just come rub their body on me. I'm not. I said there's a case like this also. It's called the Sarah Lawrence college sex cult. They say a white guy was abusing many women, and when they finally arrested him, he said those women were voluntary participants. They paid him a membership fee, you know, but it's still, those women testify in court, so the jury convicted him. So they say even PDD also has been claiming people he was abusing, they were voluntary participants. So this is why I'm very nervous when people come around and start rubbing their body on me. I said, please don't do that. I'm not a member of any sex cult. I don't want to be killed. And you're going to make claims that I'm a member of a sex cult, and you know, I gave you permission to do whatever you want with my body. So even on camera. And my mother does always come around this neighborhood and say this Eric Adams has been collecting bribes from foreign leaders, and so anything they want done in New York, he will let them do it. And Biden arrested him last year, and Trump became president this year, said once the case dismissed, because he needs Eric Adams to deport certain people from New York. And said the federal lawyers handling the case against Eric Adams, a lot of them resigned. They said, you know, there's something criminal going on between Eric Adams and Trump. I said, you know, And I told the judge, I sent an email to the judge, and the judge didn't listen to me, dismissed the case. And then Eric Adams has been boasting that some niggas want him to go to prison, that they're going to pay for it. Say some of them are crazy. And since then, black Americans have been attacking me, trying to make me look like I'm crazy. I'm the one attacking them. One of them just attacked me yesterday. Said, "Daddy, I'm for your nigga," and was kicking me and stuff. So I'm gonna kill all you niggers. I believe it's referring to Africans. And one guy has been following around with a tail. So, they said, people, gangsters here in America, criminals here, pawn people, immigrants, for money, kill for money and stuff. So this is what is going on. So he's been following me around with his tail. And one Spanish woman also in Brooklyn. I was sitting there and she came around me. I use that tail to sweep around my body in a sexual way. I'm like, excuse me? And she went into a Adidas store. So I followed her and I told the security guard, this woman is a sexual pervert. She was wearing a tail like this. It's a French woman. And used the tail to rub all over my body. As I was sitting there in a sexual way. I said, once I arrested, but the black American security guard said, no, we don't want you in our store. Get out of here. So I'm a poor Nigerian. And so they said, no, the culture here generally mistreats homeless people, and me being a Nigerian also. So they abuse me and get away with it. So they hire Spanish and Americans to jump me everywhere. And the politicians have been sending messages on Instagram, they all avoid me. They don't respond to my messages. So I don't know if they're hoping, some of them are hoping to get money if I get killed. Maybe have their own children also, claim I adopted their own children. I'm a transgender, I don't have any kid. I don't wish to have any kid with anybody. So in case I get killed, my estate should only be administered by civil activists like me. They haven't denied me help in the past. And they should get justice for me and my dead mother. And any other money left in my estate should be used to give to charity, especially those being deported by Trump and those experiencing xenophobia like me.